Hello everybody, and welcome back. So I was going to do the next episode of my Hexpose series, or by Killer Catalog today, and do, I think, the second to last, if not the last killer until this guy. But I felt that this was a bit more important to get out and give my thoughts on, since it kinda hit us all out of nowhere. Yesterday there was a hotfix, patch 3.6.1, and in this patch came a couple of changes. Most of it was just some polishes, a couple changes to the new map, just moving some vultures around, moving the gen at the top of the saloon to make it a little less safe, I think. But then there was one update that I was in particular not expecting. And I gotta admit, it kind of irritated me. Because at first, they adjusted the Death Slinger's aim down sights sensitivity. Now at first I thought they were increasing it, which I'm like, oh, that's nice, because on console especially, the sensitivity has always been bad, and at least for one killer it would be nice if they could tune it up just a little bit to make it a little bit better. But what they actually did was they made it drastically slower. So when you're ADSing, you can't really turn your aim down sights very well, which I played one game with it yesterday and it really frustrated the heck out of me. It makes the Death Slinger feel even more difficult and even more weak than before. Because now you have to basically have them in the center of your screen, then ADS, and then fire. Which makes you zoom in and makes it to where you kind of throw off your aim a little bit, and you can't make those fine-tune adjustments to your aim right before you shoot like you used to. Because now his ADS speed is so slow, it's absolutely absurd. So I'll be showing it off in this game. And I'm not gonna lie, this will probably be the last Death Slinger video I make until this is corrected, because this patch was very poorly thought out. The devs apparently, I don't know what their goal is, they have not explained themselves, and there have been numerous people who have asked why they've changed this killer like this. Especially when this killer was already looking like they were kind of mediocre to meh in the first place. But now this killer is even harder to use for no reason, and yeah. I see no reason to frustrate myself trying to play this killer until it's fixed. So I was going to make a Death Slinger video over Hexpose just to get him out of the way since he was new, and I figured people would want to see him. But I personally cannot bring myself to play this killer in his current state. I won't be able to make a quality video using him more likely than not, and even if I could, it would take so many recordings to try to get an actual good gameplay in, and I just don't want to do it. I just don't feel it's worth it, especially when he's been unnecessarily kneecapped. So I'll be doing my best attempt to basically show off the changes and see how they feel, because apparently the only benefit from this change was that it makes it slightly easier to shoot people at longer range, but honestly it doesn't matter, because for the Death Slinger, shooting people at long range, unless you have Iridescent Coin and maybe the chain add-on, it's not worth it, man. It just isn't. Alright, so let's check this out. Okay. That's weird. It was much slower yesterday. Hold on. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, hey Jane. Oh, that's a... Ooh, that was laggy. Alright. Not a bad start. When Death Slinger has monitor and abuse, man, he can creep up on you. I'll give Death Slinger credit for that much. Got her. She's having a hard time keeping track of where I am thanks to monitor. Maybe they made some adjustments and didn't say anything. I don't know. Because yesterday, when you were ADSing, you could like almost not move your cursor at all. It was so slow. Maybe it is still a little slower. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, well there goes Devour Hope. About what I expected though. Alright. Oh. The lag and frame drops, man. They really need to get a grip with this. Oh, okay, well, I'll just chase after this person then. The frames keep dropping and I can't... Alright, didn't respawn. Alright, Jane had borrowed time. And that just gave Claudette free distance. I can't flick. You need to flick, otherwise you won't land shots against good survivors. Then again, I can't really give a huge thought on it because of this lag that I'm going through right now. Oh. She was in the stall. I thought she was at the pallet. This layout is so weird. I like this map though. I want to play it more often. I don't get to play it much. Okay. Hook spacing is a bit questionable right here. I already lost 2 gems. Not exactly a rock and roll moment we got going on here. Okay, so it looks like they're on this side of the map mainly. I don't know, man, but it should be a lot faster than this. I don't understand why they're making his ADS speed turning slower. You need those quick shots if you want to hit people. They should know this. Even Huntress, who has a much more forgiving hitbox, needs to flick her shots. Dude, where are these guys? They just had me on a... They've had me on a damn relay race around the map here. None of these gens have been touched. I don't get it. Ah. There's one. Yeah, that's still slower than before. Oh my god. Guess I'm gonna have to try to line it up like Huntress. Otherwise I'm not gonna hit anything. Alright, got him. I'll make this a 2-game vid because I think this map might be dropping my frames like really bad. Holy shit. Optimization, bro. Optimization. I don't understand how they had this game running so smooth for a while. Oh, okay, sure. Please tell me you're not. That should not have unhooked. I'm getting tired of this server lag. This is ridiculous. They had how many months to get this working? And they delayed it by how many more months after that? It's ridiculous. This game should be running better than this. This is not like the most graphically intense game I've ever played. Fucking Apex Legends has a way bigger map, way more players, and has better graphics than this, yet it runs way smoother. Despite the server issues it sometimes has, but damn, people. love the aesthetic and everything of this map, but if it keeps dropping my frames, why would I want to play it? Good lord. And of course he got it. Should have shot at him, honestly. But them's the breaks. What are you doing? I know I should probably be using save the best for last, but I wanted to try this new build. I just can't get any clean shots. I mean, once I ADS, if I'm not right on target, I have to basically give up on it. Because otherwise I'm just shooting at nothing. Alright, well I got one. It's Bill again. We can get Bill out of the game too. I don't know, man. It just feels like I have very little opportunity to actually go for a shot and have a reliable chance of success. Hey Jane, how's it going? Nurse's Calling has done a little bit for me, but not a lot, so... Alright, got her. So, not too bad. Might get a 3 out of 4 here. I don't think I've hooked the other guy. That hook's crooked. How do I get the save? I want to find the other guy. I want my barbecue stack. Fortunately, I have almost all the perks on Death Slinger already, so... Oh, that's why I was confused. There are 2 Janes. Come here, Jane. Where are you going? Oh. Wow. A key. Story of my life. Gracie, stop being a winch over there. Sorry, my dogs. Dog kennels, when they're near you, you have to expect that dogs are gonna just act aggressive toward each other sometimes, even if they're not really being aggressive. Hello, Jane. Yeah, no, enough of that nonsense. I should have swung and canceled the chain, but the delay on the bar makes it to where it's actually a little bit, it doesn't even fill up all the way before it stuns you. It's weird. But, 3 out of 4, not bad. I'll take it. I'll readjust my build, we'll go into another game and try some more. Because this feels slightly different from yesterday, but overall I don't think it feels... And by the way, what's this new animation? I need to pay more attention to the Death Slinger when I'm facing him. Because did they change his walking animation, or is this some kind of a visual bug? Because I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this. This looks so weird. he looks like he shouldn't be moving very quickly at all. Maybe they didn't change. Maybe they changed it because it looked a little bit like the Huntress's animation. Hell, your guess is as good as mine at this point. So yeah, so far I'm not a big fan of this change, like I said. But we'll try this, and maybe it was just the map that is a rough map for both Deathslinger and Huntress. So we'll see if maybe some other map will give some more insight. And hopefully the frames will be a bit better. But I unfortunately can't do anything about the frames. It's all on behavior's end. Weird thing is they had some pretty smooth frames going for a little while. And then ever since the last mid-chapter patch, they've just been steadily getting worse and worse and worse again. And it sucks, man. They just can't seem to get it. So... whoops. Lags even in this lobby, even in my lobby, making it to where I'm picking the wrong perks. I was doing challenges and accidentally picked the wrong perk a minute ago, and it really irritated the crap out of me. Where are you? Save the best for last. There you are. Let's try this, because monitor abuse is letting me get pretty close. Let's just throw this on for a little more blood points. Let's see what we can do here. I want this killer to succeed, I do. It's like when some people don't... I think people get it skewed when people are talking about how that they think the killer's weak. It's like, you don't understand. We tell you the killer is weak because they legitimately are not good enough to compete with the higher level teams. And that just puts us at a handicap using them. We want the killers to be playable. We want every killer to be playable at higher levels. I would think that's what everyone would want. Even survivors, just because diversity's sake. But yet they have, but then you have people that are like, anytime a killer gets buffed, they think it's the end of the world. It's like, so you want to keep facing nothing but hillbillies and Freddies and spirits because those are the only viable killers at the moment? I mean, you can't have it both ways, you know. Look at all those nice lantern charms. I still haven't gotten mine. As you can see, I've been grinding a lot of my rift. Been trying to catch up because I fell way behind. But I've only got 15 to go and got 13 days left, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable at this point. Still got some killer challenges I can do. Even without being able to do all of Jane Romero's, I'm able to do most of the challenges in the rift, so it's not like I missed out on a ton. Oh man, Mount Ormond, really? Alright. Alright then. Why not? Maybe this map will be a little bit better. I don't know. Depends on how bad the frames get. I don't think I've ever played the Deathslinger on this map, so I guess it'll be a bit of a new experience as well. I've played them a lot on like the Auto Haven maps and stuff, and those maps are rough. I'll just have to see what happens. You know, that's another thing. This little pop-up here reminds me. One thing I've noticed about the Deathslinger is that his ability to counter windows is very... just another thing down about him is that his window countering abilities are kind of inconsistent. Because I've seen it with other people, and I've done it myself. I've reeled them all the way to the window, but then as soon as I swing, they move ever so slightly to where it just bounces off the window, and it's like, you know, the one thing the Deathslinger is supposed to actually do pretty well is counter windows. But you can't counter them if you're too far away, because they'll just pull the chain to the side and break it in a millisecond. And then on top of that, if you don't do it exactly right, you'll swing at the window, bounce off the window, and they'll get away unscathed. And that's a huge detriment. Oof. Oh. At least the pallet's down. Jeez. They must be hiding in a locker or something. The other one. Pretty sure there were two of them here. Nope, guess not. Fair play. Can't really shoot them in these tight quarters. You know, maybe that's why. I'm thinking maybe that might be why they changed his sense. They don't want him actually countering short loops. Oh. Which is stupid, because if they can't counter... I completely knee-jerked that one. That one was on me. Quick and quiet, huh? And dance with me? No, he just... Scratch marks just aren't doing their job. And then there's the frame drop into not getting the shot because the frame drop. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so the frames are just going to keep dropping. It's hard to get a real review on this whenever the tools I have to work with are so shoddy. Okay, so he's AFK. Oh. Or he was. Well. What the hell? Yep. Just wiggle back and forth. Hitbox is so small, it won't hit you anyway. Why not? Yep. Oh, I meant to press the reel button. I'm so flustered I can't fucking play straight. Alright. Yeah. I should honestly just leave him. Oh, you kidding me? It is the obsession. The entity clause stopped, so I thought maybe that wasn't her, but it was. Alright. Gotta break this pallet, because this is one of those pallets Death Slinger can't get shit at. I think he's adorable. Okay. Well, sorry the second game is going to be so short and not really evaluate anything at this rate. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? The frames are dropping so much that people are skipping frames on me and I can't... I mean, Death Slinger was bad enough before, and what are we supposed to do now? And there's someone already. Okay, I don't care about you. Guy thinks he's adorable. Yeah. But, you know, he can afford to be. Because the survivor's the power roll. Little did you know Killer is only here to be like an AI system. So that the devs don't have to program AI to do it. And so they can make money off it. Yes, I know. You're... Cool. Yeah, so I think I've decided that at least until they make some adjustments, this will be the last Death Slinger video that I make. Because I don't know if it's him or what, but I didn't have this, but the frames are plummeting at the game. And I'll play around with him a bit, non-recording, and we'll just see what happens with him. Maybe I'll decide to make another one, but it all just depends on what I find out. for now, he's just fun simulator for survivors, and that's fine. That's what he was designed to be. We got multiple head-on players. They're just trolling, you know. Survivor friends just trolling, thinking they're hot shit, going up against an over-nerfed, underpowered killer. So. If it was faster, I would have got him. Alright, we get it. You have head on. Thank you. Wow. The one time they're not in the locker. So yeah, like I said, I'll experiment with this killer off camera, and I'll try to see if these changes really did destroy him, because I really don't want to give up on him that easily, but at the same time, I'm just fed up with the devs right now. First they nerf Gearhead and over-nerf fucking Hangman's Trick before they were even released, so they're not even usable, and they were already kind of... And one of them was niche, and Hangman's Trick could have been a new fun perk for killers to play around with, but that's not what they want. So I'll just sit here, spam their stuff. It doesn't really matter to me. Good job. Well done, Adam. No problem. I should have honestly let her just take the stun. Whoa, okay. It's fine, she has to come through me regardless. Okay, sure. Out of here, Adam. I hate how easy it is for them to just freely body block him and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not very intuitive. At least I was able to land some shots this time. But, you know, when survivors pick the map, they know they come in with a game plan. That's why map offerings should be disabled for both sides, honestly. Way too easily abused. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm sorry that this match was a bit more disappointing. I wish I could have done better, but what can I say? This killer is not nearly as good as some people would like to pretend he is. Anyhow, I'll keep experimenting with him. I'll keep you guys all updated, and I'll try to let you know what happens with the killer. A lot of people are asking for the change to be reverted on their forums, so maybe they will, maybe they won't. They said themselves that Death Slinger's sensitivity can be easily tweaked because he's working on a new system that they have, and that's why they changed him instead of fixing sensitivity for Killer overall on console, and they swear up and down it's actively being worked on and on the way. That's basically all I can tell you in news form. By Friday I'll do my next Killer catalog, I promise. I just wanted to make a video about this today because I felt it was slightly more pressing. And, you know, then I'll get back to working on my build videos and such. Anyhow, if you found this video informative or you enjoyed what you saw, please be sure to click the subscribe button down below. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts you want to share, or just want to chat up and, you know, just whatever you want to say it, you know. You can say whatever you like. Anyhow, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.